Good morning to one and all. So, today our topic is vehicle safety standards and regulations and pollution control. So all these things we have to cover in our topic. So before entering into our topic, what is vehicle safety and what are the vehicle regulations and what are the traffic signs, and we are having certain traffic rules and regulations and how to control the traffic, and we are having certain automobile laws also. So mainly the automobile law has been introduced in 1988. So there have been three subsequent amendments versus in 1994, 2000, and 2001. So 1994, 2000, and 2001, we are having three amendments. So the first schedule is given with various traffic signs, and while the other second one is with compensation for third party accident injurious claims. So these are all the Motor Vehicles Act. So the topics may be so many things according to the Vehicle Act. And before knowing the pollution and before knowing the pollution emissions, what are the different types of pollutions, so all these are has been shared in our screen. Even though before entering into our topic, we have to know the how to claim the compensation. So how to claim the compensation? An appeal may be against the award of claims that can be preferred to the High Court within 90 days from the date of the award. So provided that the amount in dispute in the appeal is more than 10,000 rupees, and after 25,000 rupees or 50% of the amount awarded. So awarding means it's an given is an అలాగంటే మీకు అమౌంట్ ఇంటికి పంపిస్తారు, ఐ మీన్ ఆ అమౌంట్ కట్టాలి అని చెప్పి. సో దాన్ని అవార్డింగ్ అంటున్నాను నేను. సో విచ్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ లెస్ ఇట్ మస్ట్ డిపాజిటెడ్ విత్ ద హైకోర్ట్. సో ద క్లెయిమ్స్ claiming how to claim the compensation, right? So coming next to the driving license, any qualified person can apply for driving license. So for a licensing authority having it is also having a jurisdiction in the area in which the ordinarily resides or carries on business, in which the school from where he has received training in driving the motor vehicle is situated. So the driving license is issued only after passing a test of competence of the to the satisfaction of the licensing authority. So the learner's license can also be obtained from the competent licensing authority. So we are having two types. One is learning license and another one is qualified license. So what is a learning license is it's an effective for a period of 6 months. Learning license may be effective for a period of 6 months. So from the date of its issue, while a driving license issued or renewed, it is also having certain renewal also. So if a person obtaining the license, it is not for 3 years and the date of issue of the renewal. So it is effective for a period of 20 years. So it is effective for a period of 20 years until the person attains the age of 40 years, whichever is earlier. So this is the thing we have to observe, right? And next thing, one more thing we have to observe in our driving license is if a person obtaining or if a person obtaining the license is already a 40 years age, it may be effective for a period of 5 years only. It may be effective for a period of 5 years only. So every driving license continues to be effective for a period of 30 years from its expiry as given above. So that means we have been already discussed the points what the driving license may be having an important point. So right. So coming to the traffic signs, we are having so many traffic signs. So I will give you the points. and vehicle safety standards and regulations. Before going for pollutions or total emissions, we have to know the standards. Then only we will move for what are the emissions we are getting, how much it may be unsatisfactory conditions to the atmosphere. So before knowing all these things, we have to know the vehicle safety standards and regulations. So it may be the Vehicle Motors Act, where when it was maybe generated means it is the Vehicle Safety Standards and Regulations and Motor Vehicle Act may be coming into action in 1988. So it's maybe the enforcement of Central Motor Vehicle Rules, CMVR. This may be asked in our GATE exam or also whatever else. You have to note down all these points. Central Motor Vehicle Rules, it may be abandoned in 1989. So in order to systematic introduction of the advanced safety features, it may be approved a roadmap for the same and a partial glimpse also. So that means brake performance for four-wheelers, mandatory fitment of automatic brake suspension system, and anti-theft theft devices for two-wheeler vehicles. So these are all the points. ఆన్ రోడ్ మీదకి వచ్చే ముందర ఇవన్నీ కూడా పాయింట్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ ఇట్. సో నెక్స్ట్ స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ఆఫ్ సూపర్ స్ట్రక్చర్ అండ్ వెహికల్ అలారం సిస్టమ్, చైల్డ్ రిస్ట్రైంట్ సిస్టమ్, vehicle identification number, bumpers of MI vehicles, and prevention of fire risk, rear end and front end collision, and protection of occupant in the event of a collision. So frontal collision or lateral collision, whatever is. So these are all the subject we have to. These are all the subject which may be implemented from 1989 to up to 2007 for all new models or all models or maybe old models also from 1889 to up to 2007. These are all the categories we are identified. So next thing is high security registration plates also. So this is also one of the things we have to identify. So coming to the emission system. So in the emission system, the cars and commercial vehicles have already been enforced in the entire country. So it have been mandatory for cars and commercial vehicles. So it is proposed to enforce the norms of cars and commercial vehicles in the entire country up to from 2010, April 1st, 2010. For two-wheelers and three-wheelers, it is has been enforced from 2005, but not later than 2010. So vehicles have also having emission norms has been tightened. So coming to this, what are the emissions we are having? So it's a collective term that is used to describe the undesired gases. So that means it's an atmospheric pollution. Simply we will call it as atmospheric pollution. So just wait a minute. So it is a collective term that is used to describe the undesired gases and particles which are released into the air or emitted by various sources. So coming to this, what about the air pollution? It is defined as the addition of any material which has a dangerous effect for plant to our atmosphere. So that is the air pollution which may be created by these emissions. So what are the emissions and types of pollutants we are getting? So coming to this, types of pollutants means one is point sources, two is mobile sources, third one is biogenic sources, and fourth one is area sources. So these are all the pollution sources. So point sources, which include facilities such as the factories and electric power plants. These are the point sources. That is, the pollutants may be coming only from that single point. So coming to this is the mobile sources, so which includes cars and trucks, but also lawn mowers, airplanes, and anything else that moves and releases. That means the vehicles or points, it may be in the moving condition. Stationary point నుంచి వచ్చే వాటిని మనం పాయింట్ సోర్సెస్ అంటాము. Whereas the sources are moving, therefore we are calling it as mobile sources. Whereas coming to the biogenic sources, which includes the trees, vegetation, gas, seeds, and microbial activity. So this is one of the major source we are identifying in our present situation. And next, area sources, which consist of smaller stationary sources such as dry cleaners and degreasing operations. Right. So pollution gases. One is typical emissions contain primary green source gases like carbon monoxide, CO2, and methane, CH4, and nitrous oxide, that is NO2. So this is one of the pollution typical emissions. These are not safe. And second thing is criteria pollutants like carbon monoxide, CO, total nitrogen oxide, NOx, sulfur dioxide, SO2, non-methane volatile organic compounds, and particulate matter, PM, and lead. So these are all the pollution gases dividing. Next, pollutants. When the pollutants are released, so these are the main pollution gases. So these are all the things disturbing our total. So these are all the things disturbing our total atmosphere. So how it is coming, when it was coming. So here you can observe carbon monoxide, methane, nitrous oxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, non-methane volatile organic compounds, particulate matter, and lead. So these are all the pollutants or emissions. Either we are calling it as one is emission and the second one is pollutant. So emissions, when it was released by the thing. So here you can observe. First thing, here fuel is burned in the internal combustion engine, IC engine. The air or gasoline residuals are emitted through the tailpipe. So this is the first thing we have to observe here. When the fuel is burned in the internal combustion engine, the air or gasoline residuals are emitted through the tailpipe. Secondly, heat causes the fuel to evaporate throughout the fuel system. So here, hot sunny days and engines warmed by running provides heat to evaporize fuel into the air. So this is the one of the thing when the pollutants may be released. So these are all the points. So third point is refueling at the service station where gasoline vapors escape into the air. Right. So these are all the points we have to note. When ఎప్పుడు మనకి పొల్యూటెంట్స్ అనేవి రిలీజ్ అవుతున్నాయంటే హియర్ యూ కెన్ అబ్జర్వ్ ఫ్యూయల్ ఈజ్ బర్న్డ్ ఇన్ ఐసీ ఇంజిన్, సో దేర్ మే బి ఎమిటెడ్ త్రూ ద టైల్ పైప్. And second one is heat causes fuel to evaporate throughout the fuel system. The third one is refueling at the station where the gasoline vapors escape into the air. So these are all the key points we have to note down when the pollutants may be released into the atmosphere. So some kind of air pollutants. Here you can observe some kinds of air pollutants. One is carbon monoxide, CO. Second one is carbon dioxide, CO2. Third one is nitrogen oxide, NOx. And fourth one is hydrocarbons. Fifth one is particulate matter, PM. So these are all the air pollutants, air pollutant gases. We will not having any observation with our eyes, may be observed after attaining certain problems, right? So what are the effects by getting by these air pollutants. These are all the effective points we have to observe. These are all the effective points in our atmosphere. So the pollutants in vehicle emissions are known to damage lung tissue. So this is the main thing. Vehicle emissions are known to damage the lung tissues. So motor vehicle pollution also contributes to the formation of acid rain and adds to the greenhouse gases that cause climate change. That causes the climate change. So on warm days, sunny days, that means sunny days, hydrocarbons react with oxides of nitrogen to create a secondary pollutant, that is ozone. So next thing is carbon monoxide. It reduces the flow of oxygen in the bloodstream and is particularly dangerous to a person with heart disease. So carbon monoxide is very dangerous to the heart problem patients. So these are all the effects. How how the pollutants generate and when was it released causes and how it may be affected to the um, atmosphere or some human beings. So these are all the points we are know up to right now. Coming to the solutions. So how to avoid all these effectiveness, effectiveness in our present situation. So first thing is engine design modification. First thing is engine design modification, and the second one is cleaner fuel. That means methanol, ethanol, biodiesel, and CNG. That means compressed natural gas. So this is a cleaner fuel. And the third point is the post combustion device control device. And next one is inspection and maintenance devices and zero emission vehicles include battery. Already we have been discussed this point. Electric vehicles, hybrid electric vehicles, and hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicles. So these are all the solutions to avoid these pollutants in our atmosphere, which have been released it has been released into our atmosphere with certain conditions, and it may be harmful to every human body. Therefore, these are all the solutions we have to identify. So coming to the solutions with some more directions. So reduce the pollution from our vehicles by driving less, improving our driving habits, and keeping our vehicles in good running, keeping our vehicles in good running over over the road, and make sure sure tires are properly inflated, and make sure the gasoline cap properly. So it may be creates a certain nonsense to our in our road problem. So next one is drive at steady, moderate speeds and increase the green land. Right. So these are all the solutions. So measuring techniques. So how we can measure pollutants? That means equipment. Already we have this point. So non-dispersive infrared analyze. Though these are all the detectors. NDIR. This one is one of the detector. So just wait a minute. All right. So these are the standard method of measuring the concentration of carbon oxide, so that is CO and CO2. So absorption bands of common gases. So this is one of the detectors. So that is a flame ionization detector, FID. It is also one of the industrial standard method for measuring of hydrocarbon HC concentration. So next thing is CLD. So that is chemiluminescence detector. So it is the industry standard. So these are all the standards which have been maintained in our industries for measuring NO, that means nitric oxide concentration. So according to our system, we are having total three types of detectors. One is NDIR, FID, and CLD. NDIR means non-diffusive infrared analyzer. Next one is flame ionization detector, and third one is chemiluminescence detector. So using these three detectors, these are all the industrial standard detectors. Using these three detectors, we can measure the carbon dioxide and